All right, welcome into another edition of College Hockey Southwest Weekly. We're in here again at our fabulous studio at Oceanside Ice Arena with the number 18 ranked team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils. A couple great guests today. We're going to visit with Phil Bunces. We're also going to visit with Austin Lemieux today on the show and get a chance to talk about this incredible run that ASU is on right now. They completed a sweep of Michigan State last weekend to go 9-3-0 on the season. Heading to Harvard this weekend, and as I said, currently ranked number 18 in the USCHO.com poll, as well as number 5, I believe, still in the pairwise. So that the team is playing well and getting rewarded for it now in the polls, and we'll see what they can do this weekend. So we'll be right back with our first guest. All right, welcome back to College Hockey Southwest Weekly. If you've been watching the Arizona State Sun Devils, you got to watch closely. But when this guy's on the ice, something's happening. I'm calling it Phil on fire. Phillips Bunces is with me, the Latvian in year number 2 at Arizona State University. Phil, welcome in.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's nice to have you here. It's nice to talk to you after another successful weekend. You guys are 9-3-0. Give me your thoughts on the season, first of all.
I think it's been a good start. We've been playing really well, and we have proven some people wrong already that, we're a really good team, but I think our best is yet to come.
So when you came to Arizona State last year, and you guys had to go through some growing pains with struggles with maybe not having all the talent you needed, this year you got an influx of freshmen, and tell me what it's been like to have that little boost of talent coming onto your roster.
I think it's really good. It gives us a lot of, like in training camp, there's a lot of healthy competition. Everyone's going, fighting for a spot, which made me better. Everyone got better. And they're really good guys. Like, they're really good players. They came in prepared. Like, they've been playing really well. Like, all of them,
Yeah.
And as have been, like, everyone on our team, really. So, like, we've just been playing really well all together.
So last game, Jared Gorley got a 5-minute major in the second period, and I asked Coach afterwards, I said, can Phil Bunces play defense? Is that where we're going to put him now, just to get you some more ice time? Was there any talk of you maybe filling in a defensive spot?
No. I kind of looked at Coach Fields, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. I played a little defense in juniors, like here and there when someone would get hurt, but it probably wouldn't happen here.
I want to talk about your goal scoring prowess. Every time you're on the ice, you're a threat to score a goal. You scored a great one again this weekend. Are you seeing the openings in the net? Because it looks to me like you're picking spots.
No. Like in a practice, I would try to pick a spot. But honestly, like this weekend, like my power play guys like helped me a lot, setting me up. And then like on that Friday night goal, I just literally shoved it to the net and it went in. And then Saturday, I didn't even see the net. Like I was just hearing someone yelling backdoor, didn't see anyone there, and just kind of put it. Like I tried to miss the guy who was blocking my shot, and it just went in. Like I guess I just need to shoot,
Shoot to score, right?
Right, yeah.
So we talk about your team in the past couple of years anyway. They've had a problem scoring goals at times, but this year you guys are scoring at a pretty solid pace. Did you do something differently, or is it just talent, or why are you guys putting the puck in the net so regularly right now?
I think it's like the freshman class brings a lot of it. They've been really skilled players. I think it's all around. It's our depth that we have. Like if you look up our roster, like everyone's scoring or contributing, like in point wise. So like I think that's one big thing, and also like the work we put in the summer and preseason with coaches, like extra work, skill work. It's been paying off.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you spend some time with the Latvian team this off season, or no?
No.
Okay, I was for some reason I was thinking you went back to Latvia, or was that 2 years ago? No.
Well, I did, like, after last season.
Okay.
Before school ended, I was back home for a little bit. Me and Guido both, actually.
Right.
We were in a training camp, but we didn't make a team, and then I just stayed home and was doing my summer training for this season.
You know, we talk about college hockey, and I always like to talk to guys that have been around for a little while now and find out at every level, it seems like at some point in time, the game kind of slows down and you start to feel like you got more time and space. Mm-hmm. Has that happened for you this season especially?
Yeah, for sure. You know, like that freshman year is kind of tough, or it just like takes a little bit like to adjust. You know, for some it might be short time, for some longer. But yeah, I think like this year it's been a little not easier, you know, but you're just more used to this like pace and everything, so you feel more comfortable that you can, you know, in your head it's most likely that you can do more and you have more time. So
we talk about the coach breaks the schedule down. I know you got 6 road games in a row right now. It's a big time. You're 9-3-0. You're ranked number 18 in the country. You're going to Harvard. How do you guys take it? Can you actually take it one game at a time, or does sometimes things creep into your head about, hey, we're pretty good?
I mean, it does creep in your head, you know, sometimes. Like, that happens, and we're students, we're kids, kind of, sort of, I guess. But, no, I think, yeah, like, that's the biggest thing. We have to stick to our game, you know, what makes us successful. Like, it's not just, like, pure skill work, you know, like, it's, like, hard work that made us successful. So I think we have to take one game at a time. Like, it's going to be a really, really long time until we play home, you know, those 3 weekends in a row, then a bye week, like, it's going to be tough, like, you know, it's a lot of traveling, tough crowds on the road. But, yeah, I think just one game at a time, like, we just really have to, like, be dialed in every single game.
Are those road games getting tougher now that you guys are getting noticed nationally, or can't you really tell the difference? They're always tough on the road.
Yeah, I feel like they're never like us, you know, like, no matter where we go, the crowd just, like, boos us and everything. But it's fun, like, you know, you feed off it, you know, like, you see, like, a lot of people just, like, kind of chirping you, or, you know, just like booing. You're like, all right, we're going to prove you guys wrong, you know, like, we'll make you close your mouth for a little bit, you know. I mean, it's fun. Like, obviously it's hard. I think every team is like, you know, I mean, it's not unnoticed, you know, like, everyone respects us now. Like, they know we're a good team, so it's just getting tougher and tougher. But that's our biggest thing, you know, like, our record's pretty good now, but we have to prove that we can also be, like, really good on the road.
So we talk about opening their mouth, and Johnny Walker's pretty good at doing that. So his fast start, has that helped you guys on the second power play unit? Are people starting to key on him a little bit more and giving you guys a little more space, or is that just my eyes playing tricks on me?
Yeah, I mean, Johnny draws a lot of attention, of course. No matter where you go.
Even if he's doing a canoe across.
Yeah, like, he'll get your attention. But yeah, I mean, he's been really good this year, you know, like, obviously a lot of games we've had, he helped us a lot with, you know, how many points he's put up, like, goals he scored, and with, like, between power plays, I think for sure, you know, like, let's say if Harvard's doing their pre-scout, they're probably, you know, focusing on Johnny Walker a lot. But I think our both units are really good, you know, like, and even if something maybe wouldn't work or anything, like, we can mix guys around, like, make different plays, and everyone's doing really well all together.
I want to talk, final question, about the health of this team. This is, you know, I've watched you guys for 3 years, and there's been injuries here and there. This year, nobody's getting injured. Is it because you're winning, or is it because you're doing something differently, or something's been done differently, or is it just knocking on wood, a stroke of luck?
Yeah, I was going to say, let's go to knock on wood. But I think it's been, I mean, it's really lucky, you know, to have, like, a healthy team, and you never want to face injuries or anything like that. But I think it's probably, like, our training, like, how we treat our bodies now, it's changed a little bit. Like, our strength and conditioning coach has been, like, and our trainer has done huge work with us. Like, we get recovery, we get treatments, like, the workouts are a little different too, you know. Right. Even, like, our practices, that, like, we really, like, our coaching staff and everyone, like, make sure that we're ready to go on the weekends, that we're rested, but we also get our work in, you know what I mean? So, like,
absolutely.
I think that's been, like, a big change for us here.
Well, Phil on fire, stay on fire, get us a couple more wins, okay? Yeah. Let's get you in the lineup a little more regularly so you get a chance to show off that shot.
All right, thank you.
Boris Dorzenko is with me. Boris, first of all, welcome to Oceanside Ice Arena.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here, watching these interesting games, and very exciting for the people here in Arizona.
For those that don't know you, and I don't know who that would be in the hockey world, Johnny Walker, protege of yours. out here playing again. He's leading the country in points and goals right now, at least going into tonight. So tell me a little bit about how that makes you feel and the accomplishment that Johnny's made in not only your efforts, but everybody that's worked with him.
Well, it's Johnny. I know him for many years. He's a very hard worker and like really, really strong leader. He's important. I think part of his personality is he want to be leader. He know how to be leader, and definitely with increasing the level of his skill, his level of experience of the game, get better every day. I mean, it's like not surprise me at all. He's a great skater. He has a great shot, so he understands the game. His game IQ is really high. So, and I'm very happy to see his success on this at this time of the year, and I wish him to keep it going this way.
You know, I spoke with him when he came back from the Columbus Blue Jackets camp, and I know he went from there directly to Chicago to see you, and then he came back here, and I watched him shoot the puck, and I said, Johnny, you're quicker, your feet are quicker, what are you doing? And he gave some credit to you for that. Did you guys work specifically on something on his footwork so he can release your shot a little quicker, or was that just a byproduct?
Well, it's like we're definitely working on some quickness. We're definitely working. It's like a package. We can work about some specific element only. So the program has different aspects of skill, like a skating skill and puck handling skill and shooting skill. So we're going from there, like split it day by different parts, and definitely quickness and I will say was part of this story too. Like definitely he worked by himself off ice really hard, right. And it's helped too.
You know, and we talk a little bit about your camps and the things that you do for a lot of skaters, but another person that you worked very closely with is Austin Matthews, and he was off to a great start before his upper body injury. But tell me a little bit about Austin Matthews and how he's similar to Johnny, if he is.
Well, they definitely different type of players with different personalities, but they start to play with me pretty much at the same time, and they play in the same team and the same group. They practice with me in the mornings, and like it's like big part of my life. Both kids and I mean kids, the young gentlemen. For me, they're always kids, but anyway, I will say they have some. In the roots, they have some similar preparation with some aspects, which is skating, balance, and definitely on the long way of their careers, the hockey careers, they still working on different aspects by themselves. Like they have professional coaches working with them. They have, I will say, they have opportunity to learn from the partners, right. Their partners, they learn from each other because, like I'm saying, the level of IQ is very high now. They don't need a special push like it was like young age.
Right.
But Johnny's still skating. Austin was not skating with me like for probably last couple of years because it was not just to fit on the same schedule, and like for him it's very hard when my camp is going. He is usually resting after the heavy season, and I can drop my work with the youth players. This is when they have a time. So Johnny find the time to come over in Chicago and was skating there. So it was really good experience to work with him and together with some professional players from Switzerland. So they from former teammates of Austin Matthews. They arrived in Switzerland as well and skate with Johnny. So we did productive work, and I'm really pleasant. Austin, unfortunately now injured, but we wait him to come back soon and keep his bright season. He start really great season. And Johnny, very similar here in the NCAA Division I hockey, which is very high level hockey. Right. And both players, which I work in the young age and build them as a players, very successful now, make me extremely happy. So I'm very proud of both of them.
You know, I know you work all over the country, all over the world with hockey players, but how proud does it make you to see people from right here in the desert Southwest making this kind of an impact at the NCAA and the NHL level? I mean, it's really considered a non-traditional hockey market, but you've changed that, haven't you?
Well, it doesn't matter where you're really living. I mean, many people were talking about like, well, see how hockey's strong in Canada, like north of Canada, Alberta, Saskatchewan, maybe Ontario. And there's so many professional players and great players from British Columbia, which is not really cold place.
Right,
like
yeah.
Vancouver is more rain than snow. Like
Yeah.
and they have a lot of players from different areas of British Columbia, which is show we have a same opportunity here
Right.
in Arizona. So it's the same opportunity people have in California, maybe in Florida. So you South states of the United States can produce the same type of talents. Definitely. The level of competition in certain moment, they need to have more competition. I was talking about maybe 15, 16 years when they need to be exposed to type of level game. But having here the NCAA Division I team, that's a goal to reach for many young players.
Right, absolutely.
That's great thing. We have American Hockey League team very close to the Valley.
Yep.
And the first team NHL team here. So hockey is growing up definitely, and we have same opportunities as people from Michigan or Illinois or Canada.
I'm going to throw out a secret right now because you sent me a video at Monday night about midnight, 12:30, of Johnny on a skating maneuver in your camp
Yeah.
that he just used a couple of nights before at Penn State to score a game-winning goal. Similar, and that's skills you should be working on, right?
Yeah, but this pretty much the game is built by the different type of motion, like which player produce on the ice, different type of transitions, and when they produce this transition, automatically they help them just feel like a fish in the water.
Right.
And definitely is time. We need the time to work, and this is what we dedicate time in the summer, in the summer preparation for, make them feel comfortable in different type of situation, react quick, and use this type of opportunity when Johnny scored against the Penn State.
You know, I know you're here tonight and walking around, and everybody was talking to you. Boris has got fans all over the arena. What's going on next? When's your next camps, and how can people get involved to get into one of your camps?
Well, I have my website. I'm not really make a big announcement. People know me, and they going to my website www.nghockey.com, and usually I put some information about my next camp. So everybody who wants to join the groups, they're welcome to sign up there.
Boris, I'm glad you were able to come out tonight. It's a pleasure for me to see you again. I know it's a pleasure for you to watch the hockey. I know it's a pleasure for you to see Johnny. So thanks again for coming out.
Yeah, thank you guys for inviting me, and it was a big pleasure for me to be here.
Hey, hockey fans in the Desert Southwest. Ice Time Hockey Southwest is officially bark approved. All right, we're back in to wrap up another episode of College Hockey Southwest Weekly. I want to thank my guest today, which was the forward for the Arizona State Sun Devils, Phillips Buncis. I call him Phil on fire. The kid just does more with less than anybody I know. I also want to thank our visit with Coach Powers today as he celebrates his 200th win here at Arizona State University. And, of course, the team itself, ranked number 18 in the country, headed out to Harvard for a weekend series with the Crimson, and there's no sign that says this team's going to slow down. So we hope that over the next 3 weekends on the road that they continue to pile up wins. I'm going to throw out the magic number of 13. I think it's 13 more wins. We'll give them 22 on the year, and that should be enough to get them into the national tournament as an independent. So we'll keep watching the rankings until next week. Take care and watch hockey.